Hey jabronis, this is Comics Dirt Sheet, and I am your host, the amazing, the incredible, the fabulous, and yet still remarkably humble Captain Hillbilly. On this show, we'll be reviewing comic books, but only ones that deal with the subject of professional wrestling or the wrestlers themselves. I'll be giving you my informed opinion on whether the comic is a pinfall or just a botched move. And since I'm Captain Hillbilly and my opinion is better than everyone else's, you can count on it to always be right. So, let's get to it, and I will see you ringside. Okie dokie. This episode, we're looking at Lucha Libre from Image Comics. Now, this comic was originally published in France by another company, and I believe Image just reprinted it here in America in English. The stories were written by Jerry Frisson and drawn by several artists, which I just don't have the energy to list. Why, you ask? Because this book is bad. How bad? I've taken chair shots to the head that were less painful than getting through this book. Now, I've reviewed books before that I didn't like, but they had at least one, maybe two things I thought were good about the book. Not this one. This book, which is an anthology, sorta, has little to nothing to do with Mexican Lucha Libre movies, or just wrestling in general. None of the plots from the stories are worth describing, since life is just too short for that. And as for the artwork, well, let me give you a little, I'll show you here. Let's just say it this way. There's 5 different artists on this thing, and I don't think any of them were worth the cover price. It's definitely not my kind of art. I'll give you a little more here. I'll show you. This is pretty much it for all of the books. Let me see what I mean. No, not my thing at all. Now, I understand it's supposed to be a humor book, but I just found it as funny as an eye gouge. And some might say it's about satire and parody, but if I want that, I'll reread my copy of Dave Sims' High Society. If I want mindless, goofy fun, I'll dig out my Three Stooges comics. So I think it's safe to say that I'd rather be in a barbed wire and thumbtacks match before having to read this book again. So, unless you're not very bright or the kind of person who likes reality television, which I guess is the same thing, you must know how I'm going to vote on this book. Is it a pinfall or a botched move? Most definitely a botched move, hands down. There's nothing I can do to recommend this book. Not as for wrestling fans, not for comic book fans, not for Lucha Libre. Instead of reading this book, go out and watch a El Santo movie. You'll have a lot more enjoyment. Now, if you disagree with this, leave me a comment. If there's a book you want to see me tackle here on the show, leave me a comment. Or if you just want to leave me a comment telling me how incredible and amazing I am. I already know that. But, hey, it's nice to hear sometimes. Plus, take 1 second out of your busy life and hit the subscribe button. And so the channel can continue. Anyway, that's all for this episode. Next time we'll have another book. Hopefully it'll be a better book. And as usual, I will see you ringside.